I don't always need all the equipment, but I do always need the knowledge and skills to get the job done. Hi and welcome to Deep in the Bunker, where we have had SHTF plumbing issues. But luckily enough, I was able to overcome this with some rudimentary, and I mean very rudimentary, plumbing knowledge, and of course access to a hardware shop. So come with me and we'll have a look. And here's the source of all my troubles. This old leaking shower pump. As you can see, the corrosion in this is as bad gets. My guess is this has been leaking for at least 6 months. When I took it out, it was about a drip every 5 seconds, but that's enough to build up the moisture below your floorboards and give you a real bad day. So the first I knew about any damage was in fact when I stepped on the floorboard and it was soft. So immediately alarm bells ringing. What's the cause of it? Well, it's either leaky pipework, it's the shower pump, or it's coming from a leak from the toilet or the bidet, something like that. So unfortunately, a couple of days ago, it was time for me to investigate, and that meant pulling up the floorboards, checking the pipes, pulling everything out, as you can see, exposing all the pipework, and going to the hardware store. So upon discovering the cause of the leak was in fact the shower pump, my first job was to remove it. Like that. But of course, this left big gap between the pipe, in between these two joints, here and here. So using a pipe cutter, cleaned up the joint, cut it back, applied the two compression fittings there and there, new bit of pipe inside, and just double spanned them into position. Second job while I was here was to replace the back of the toilet U-bend. As you can see, I've got a lovely little system here where you got the waste pipe from upstairs coming down into the back of there and it goes down into the natural waste. So this thing had become quite old, and I was, saw a little bit of dampness around this area here. So I thought it was a great time just to take the opportunity and replace that as well, which makes it absolutely a fantastic job all round. Then it was on to the floorboards. Floorboards, anyone does that, you know, it's the same. You rip up the old ones, and then stick down new ones. However, when you're ripping up the old ones, really good idea to check there's no pipes running directly below, which unfortunately there was, and as I was smashing down, because I'm an idiot and uses a sledgehammer to smash floorboards between the joists, very effective but very stupid system, if I say, because of that pipe. Yeah, smashed straight across the pipe. One of the floorboards wouldn't give, and it was like, when it eventually did give, it was like, oh look, there's a massive pipe and it's bent like a U now. So once again, I had enough copper pipe left over and simply cut out with a pipe cutter either end, and then replaced the pipe in the middle with the compression fittings as stated earlier. So as I said at the beginning of this video, none of these are difficult jobs whatsoever. However, you need a very rudimentary, very basic knowledge of plumbing. Like I say, if you can't solder, which I can't, which is why I use the compression fittings, it's quite simply just use them. And you've got availability at your local hardware store. And it doesn't matter. Like I say, I wouldn't say to anyone, you know what, go out and get spare pipes and get, soldering kits or compression fittings, because you don't know when this thing's ever going to happen. It's quite possible this plumbing is going to last through the end of my lifetime. It's copper piping, it's not going to corrode, it should be absolutely fine. So don't always have to have all of the equipment you may need, but you always need knowledge, skills. You know, and it's not hard to learn. Watch your dad, watch your uncle, watch your auntie, your mother, whoever does the plumbing in your family. When you've got someone coming along to do your building works, your plumbing works, watch them, ask them what they're doing, and say, what's that for? How does that work? Just in case I need to do it in the future. Maybe they've done a bad job. Maybe you need to tighten yourself the fittings they put on. You never know. And it's always a good job to check. And so you've got that knowledge, you know what you're talking about, you know what you're looking at. Next steps for me are going to be to leave this all open. I want that airflow get in here, completely dry out the floor, and I know that's going to take a couple of weeks, so I don't really want to put anything over. I'm not going to put any hardboard cover on top of the floorboards. I want the air to get in between there, because as I said, it was very damp, and I think I saw some sort of spider web fungus growing, which was not good. So to say, it had to have been at least 6 months that shower pump was leaking. Not good in anyone's tale, but like I say, taking these actions, leaving the air open, everything, and therefore it allows me to inspect any new dampness. Maybe I haven't got the complete source of the leak, but I believe I have. But if I haven't, then I can check it and see what the true cause of it is. And that's always been my motto: function over style, every time. It may not look pretty in here, but it's gonna last. And with these knowledge and skills, I think we got it this time, you know. So hoping you have the knowledge to be prepared. This has been Deep in the Bunker saying, take care, stay safe, stay sane.